today's episode, we're going to cover the Paramount stock. What if one of the most overlooked streaming stocks in the market is quietly building a base right now? While everybody is talking about Netflix, Palantir, and SoFi, PSKY could be setting up for a major move. Now the question is, can Paramount finally break out of this accumulation zone, or are the bears about to push it below critical support? Let's jump in here to the monthly chart, and as we can see, we've been in a downtrend ever since pretty much 2021, where this stock was all the way at $101.97. That's a very big drop down. We're currently at $10.47. We can see that we haven't been able to stay above this 21 moving average, which is currently at $12.29. We would need to get back above this 21 moving average to even presume that we're going to start to get bullish. Now I'm kind of liking that we're getting a rounded bottom here. This could be the bottom that we need to finally dig our way out of here. Ultimately, we would need to get back above this 200 moving average at $35.81. It seems like it's very far away. Now something that looks good for this stock is that the stochastics RSI are starting to reset. Now this could take a couple of months, but let's see if maybe we could double bottom from here and dig our way out of here. Now on the weekly time frame, again, not looking good. We're in a downtrend. The stochastics look like they're about to roll back up, so maybe that could be bullish. This is kind of looking to me like an inverted head and shoulder, left shoulder head. Maybe this could be a right shoulder if we could get back above this 21 moving average. Ultimately, we need to get back above this 200 moving average at $14.14. Now, if this is an inverted head and shoulder, this measured move could take us back above the 200 moving average to about $15.78. Even if this is not inverted head and shoulder, this is kind of like a flag here. So I'm liking this option actually better, of that this could be some type of a flag. So let's see if we roll back up, if we could finally get above this 200 moving average. This will be very big for this stock. Now on the 3-day time frame, stochastics are on the way down, but if we zoom in, we could kind of see that we're getting some curvature back up. So this is looking a little bit bullish here. Again, possible inverted head and shoulder. I'm seeing a flag here. You can see it better here. The measure move taking us to about $15 or higher. We are struggling to stay above this 21 moving average. There's a lot of wicks here. Again, we need to get back above all these moving averages, especially this 200 moving average. Overall, we could also say that this could be a bigger falling wedge here, kind of. And if that's the case, we could ultimately be making a bigger move up all the way to about $20. I wouldn't say that this is out of the question as long as we could stay above this 21 moving average. Again, this is a 3-day chart. This could take many months for it to work out. So let's leave that there. Let's see if that ends up working out as well. On the daily time frame, stochastics are getting low. It looks like we want to reset. I would like to get above this 50 on the RSI in order to stay bullish. But as you can see, we're still struggling trying to get above the 21 moving averages on all these charts. We need to get above this 200 moving average at $13.10. On the 4-hour time frame, I'm liking that the moving averages are getting clustered here. This usually means we could be breaking out pretty soon. Looking like a kind of like an inverted head and shoulder here. This could break us out above $11. As you can see, the stochastics RSI are on the way up. We still have room to continue going up. This ultimately looks like a bigger inverted head and shoulder here as well. And if that's the case, this could break us out to about $12.12. On the 1-hour time frame, we were above the 200 moving average, which was bullish, but then this ended up being like a head and shoulder pattern that brought us down. Now I'm seeing like an Adam and Eve double bottom. You can see like the V and the rounded bottom here. And again, we briefly got above the 200 moving average, but we lost it. If we could stay above this 21 moving average, we could remain bullish. Ultimately, we do have to get back above this 200 moving average here. Now the stochastics RSI kind of look like they want to roll over. Let's see if by the time we reset, we could still stay above this 21 moving average. On the 15-minute time frame, again, is not looking too good. We lost the 200 moving average, but then we recouped it, and now we're above the 200 and above the 21. The stochastics look like they're on the way down. This could be some type of a double top here, which could bring us back down, possibly to test this 200 moving average at $10.36. So overall right now, guys, I'm thinking that the Paramount stock is kind of in a accumulation zone. If we start losing this 200 moving average, we could obviously fall down possibly below $10 and possibly go down to 9 to 10. But overall, I'm seeing some bullish patterns forming in the higher time frames, and it looks like we might be making our way towards $11, possibly even $15. And if we could stay above $15, then we could make that break towards $20. So right now I'm leaning a little bit neutral to slightly bullish on the PSK PSKY stock as long as we do not lose the $10 level. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe. And if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.